for a little ride. Hopefully my things are on. I'm trying to see if I can see something from here. Oh, looks like it's disappeared. I've had a bit of a annoying day today, so this is going to be a little bit of a quick one, but I thought I'd tell people. I decided to take this for another little run before doing the oil change, and the oil's actually looking alright now. It's going to, I topped up a little bit, and I think it's going to be okay after running for a bit, but I'll keep an eye on it, and I may still change it fairly soon. But I was just coming up here earlier, and all of a sudden I thought the power's losing, and that started going a bit funny. And as I came up about here, right here where I am now, so back here, the bike suddenly just stopped. The engine actually went off, but that was because it stalled, I realised later. But what actually happened was, my rear brake seized on. I couldn't move the bike whatsoever, which was really annoying, of course. I was like, well, what am I going to do if I can't move the bike and I'm in the middle of the road? I had cars going all around me and everything. So I was like, well, what can I do? Luckily, after a little while, I was able to move the bike. I put it in gear and I was able to move it. I went up on the grass bit where I was, turned around and started to go back down the hill to head home, so I knew obviously there was some sort of issue. So I was then going to actually go for a nice little ride to the coast. Just ride there, ride back, give the oil a good run. Yeah, but that happened, so I went back. Halfway down the road, I wasn't going very fast, I was just like keeping it in like second gear or third gear or something like that, going back. It suddenly locked again, and the bike just slid. It was all over the place, big black lines left down. It's just weird getting used to not having a rear brake now, so I'm going to have to be careful for a little while, but I'm going to have to order new thingies. Fuck it, let's go down the middle. New brake seals, because I think I know what the problem is. Slid came to a stop again. I had to wait for a little while. I noticed by then that it was the brakes, because the brakes were actually smoking and shit. But yeah, so I had to sit there waiting for them to cool down enough to then go down the road some more. As I got down to the roundabout again, oh, happened again. Had to sit there for a while, let them cool, turn left so I didn't go right round the roundabout, get stuck halfway around the roundabout, turn round, sit there for a while, let it cool down again, then get home. I'll still keep going to use the rear brakes, it's just normal now. So I'll go on this fast, but I don't know what my order will be like now. I've moved the mic. It'll be interesting to see if you can hear me now, or what the wind noise is like. Oh, hopefully it sounds good now, we'll see. There's much wind noise with the doors open. It's weird not having the rear brake, because you're so used to using it to help you come to a stop at least. And your front brakes are like 70% of your braking, but you notice the difference without it there to be used. as soon as I took the brake caliper off, I knew it straight away it was much easier to manoeuvre the bike by hand and stuff. So obviously there was some sort of binding going on anyway, but I took it off. I was just going to give it a good clean and everything, maybe thinking like, because it was so old, maybe it got a build up of dirt, corrosion or whatever on the piston that was getting stuck. So I pulled it apart, gave it a good clean and that, but then when I pushed the piston back in, it just pushed itself straight back out again. So I couldn't really get it back onto the disc, because the pads obviously then pushed together again. So, way, what the fuck? It's not like I was even going fast or anything. He saw I weren't going fast, so he went in front of me, but fucking hell. Or she. Now just going to come out straight after, going, not just in front of me going that way, going the other way. It's like, fucking hell. Yeah, as I was cleaning it up, I then noticed that the dust seal. Oh, I was supposed to go down that way, weren't I? I'll go this way. But yeah, I noticed the dust seal didn't look right. It was all sort of dirty and half hanging out and all that sort of stuff. So obviously that has gone. And then noticed the dust seal was all over the place. So I thought, well, that's just to keep dust out. The other seal is there to stop the fluid getting out, so maybe it'll work without it. So I took the dust seal off and tried putting it back together, but still when I pushed the piston in, it was forcing itself straight out again, and I'm not sure why. So I couldn't keep the piston in enough to keep the pads apart to put them back on the disc. So I don't know exactly what was going on there, but I'm pretty sure that must have something to do with the dust seal. So I don't think anything else should really be able to cause that other than the seals just holding the piston out or pushing it back out or something, I don't know. All I can do is buy a new seal kit. I've cleaned up the piston already and that's fine, that's all nice and smooth. No pitting or anything. I did sound a bit of corrosion off the tip of it, which wouldn't really even go into the seals. But at least then I'll be able to put it back on before actually connecting up the pipes and bleeding through the fluid, and then hope it's okay. See, look at that, that's how to drive. They indicated to let me know they were going to go to the right hand lane, well, early as well, and that was awesome. I'm going to ride back past, so I go past where it is, see if I can show you. I've actually got footage of it happening, I think. So if I have, I'll put it up here. Fuck. My rear brake is seized on. now it's stuck. Fuck. Yeah, you might be able to see me just going all wiggly and shit, man. Oh, that was annoying. I just hope that if I change the seals, put the new pads I've got in there, it'll be all fine, because the only other thing I think that would be otherwise is something to do with the master cylinder, but I don't know what the master cylinder could do, which would force the piston out after you push it back in, because usually when you push your pistons in to put your pads in, the piston usually does pretty much stay where you've put it to. I mean, I've done brakes loads of times. I used to work in the industry. I trained as a mechanic many years ago. I got loads of certificates and that, blah blah. And I've done work on my cars over the years and that, and the last time I'd done brakes, I'd done the whole disc and pad set on my old BMW, which I had before getting into biking finally, which I wish I'd have done years before. I mean, if things did really mess up properly, you know, the whole bike messes up and that's a big job, costs a lot of money, that would be me out. I wouldn't have a bike, I wouldn't be able to afford to get it fixed, I wouldn't be able to fix it myself if I'd need to buy lots of tools and parts. So I need this to stay in good nick for me, so that when the time comes, after a long time of saving, once I've paid off a bit of my debts, I can start saving a nice little bit of money each month, and maybe in a year or two after that I'll be able to get myself something a little better by trading this in or selling this and then buying something else. But like I say, if this then mess up, I don't know what that was about. Still got my foot sitting on the brake now, it's not going to do anything. I'll put the banjo bolt back in on the master cylinder. Put the banjo bolt back in the master cylinder just to hold that shut, so whatever fluid's left back in the system. I did syringe out what was left in the reservoir. Right, mate? Took the whole brake line off, rather than having that just dangling there or whatever. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe and all that good stuff. And we'll see you in the next video.